market natin dito? Kahit si Sir Noel or si Sir...
Kasi company na siya hindi na siya cooperative, so we can offer it to anybody legal age. Then meron ang clients network kasi meron kaming around 100 CECs, no? Co-assurance centers, meron kaming mga partner co-ops that sells insurance. So they can also buy there. We have also area offices, no, that at present we can maximize. But since we are organizing, we are just newly approved company within this year, magtatayo na tayo ng mga opisina. No? We have an office also in Metro Manila and Northern and Southern Luzon. We have also key offices also in Visayas, no, at saka Mindanao. Of course, with approval from the IC. Kasi alam mo yung pre-need kasi ngayon is highly regulated. Tingnan ko na yung highly regulated kasi tingnan ako ni GP. So, highly regulated. No? So, everything that you move, you have to ask permission. Even the promotions, no? Kahit yung promotions mo, yung mga agents, dapat ipaalam rin natin sa insurance commission. So, lahat pwede siyang maka-access kasi naman ito company. So, ang ma-assure na namin dito with the track record that we have for 41 years and also with 50 years, no? And also with the track record also of the Cosmopolitan Group of ilang years na yan? 1914. So makikita niyo naman na nandito pa rin kami matatag, no? So yung assurance namin.
Yes sir, number one po yan kasi ang dami nang nag-i-invest sa mga ganyan pero it turned out sa huli, wala silang nakukuha. So sinasabi niyo nga po, matatag ang Cosmopolitan clients, ang Cosmopolitan Funeral. Pero sir, gaano niyo gagawing ka-affordable ito sa mga tao? Para mas marami siyang makover po ng mga tao. Na gusto talaga kasi sa totoo lang ngayon, lalo na uso yung offline tokhang. Anyway, marami po kasing na ano. So maraming gustong ma-insure yung sarili nila. Kahit po yung mga ordinary sa paligid niya, po pwede nilang makabili?
Very affordable. I cannot give you the price yet kasi kailangan pa-approve pa namin yung product natin, no? But I assure you naman kasi ang pre-need ano kasi ito future mo na gagamitin, no? So, ang price kasi, ano yan pag, alam mo naman, pag masyadong mura, di ba? Hindi naman, baka hindi siya yun ang service, no? Sa atin naman there is an actuarial valuation, kaya nga nandito yung actuary rin natin si Mr. P. De La Paz that helps clients, no, through the years. And also, na affordable, I'll give you a hint, no? Pag yung plan mo is this amount, then after 10 years, maging 150% siya. Parang gano'n, no? Pero I cannot give you the specifics yet. Baka si commissioner po na, no? O may changes kaunti, no? So, yun. Affordable siya, ma'am, kasi ang network kasi namin sa cooperative, we serve the grassroots. Yung mga maliliit talaga, yung nasa palengke, nasa mga no definite income. So, kasi micro-insurance yung clients. Kaya lang ang product natin hindi pa micro-insurance. Magpa-approve tayo soon ng isang micro-insurance product na may limit according to law sa micro-insurance.
Good evening, sirs, madam. Adra Gatchalian from One Proud Mama. Sir, can you just give us sort of a ballpark of how much? Kasi when we post this in our sites, people will be asking us of how much. Even if we cannot say the exact price, just a ballpark, sir.
500 monthly.
500 monthly.
Monthly.
And that's the affordable one. And the highest is?
You can have as many policies units that you can avail, that you want to pay. But yung basic natin, 500, coverage is around 30,000.
Thank you.
Sorry, good evening po. Larissa Garcia po from astig.ph. Nakita ko na kasi yung plan nyo. Nakita ko below 500. Sabi niyo meron dito sa Manila. So far po saan siya available? Tsaka meron na po ba tayong sabi natin parang sample client na pwede nang sabihin na ano, parang ganon. Kasi, sorry, kasi we are from cooperative, naging company na. So, syempre po, ano, parang yung credibility din ng company, parang i-ano lang namin kung gano'n na siya talaga ka-reliable.
Pero
Medyo press.
yung una pala, no, 500 per month payable into 5 years. Pero maging 45,000 siya after 10 years, no, pag you outlive the policy. Ito ngayon, yung, ano yun, yung
Kung saan po
sample.
tayo sa Manila.
Kasi ngayon, bago pa lang tayo. So wala pa
Okay.
tayong approved products, no? So ipa-approve pa natin sa IC. If you want a, tawag natin dito, yung ano lang, track record ng
Ay,
clients.
track record.
Oo. Yung premium namin last year sa life insurance, nagbayad kami of more than 40% on the premium eh. So abot kami ng mga 2 billion ba yun? Yung 1.3 billion yung premium namin. So far, wala namang nagpunta sa insurance commission eh na hindi kasi even in Yolanda, no, I think that our president can answer more, our CEO Sir Fermin, sa claims ng next door.
Actually, when we talk of stability, I think we can prove that we are very stable because we are in existence for the last 45 years. Another thing on that is when we talk about payment of claims, I think we can say that we pay the claims 100% from year 1 up to the present. Walang ganyan. Now, to give you a very concrete example of this, when Yolanda struck Central Visayas, where the biggest damages and casualties, clients, after 72 hours, we were already on the ground paying claims. And we paid for Yolanda alone, we paid almost 200 million for just one province, that is Ormoc, Southern Lake, Salite. So if you total the whole damages of Yolanda, clients was able to pay almost 400 million just for that single event na Typhoon Yolanda. So that goes to show na in our long years of experience, we were able to accumulate enough reserves to cover whatever contingencies that may arise. And that has been a record. And we have not, although we have not received any single claims that we have not paid, and even in the record of the Insurance Commission, there was no such thing that we were accused of not paying our claims. So we can attest to that through our record for the last 45 years. Kaya sabi nila, clients, babayad yan. Madaling magbayad yan. You know, because we have a very unique position. Kasi sa amin, it's the co-op that owns us. Almost 4,000 of them. Sila ang owner ng clients. And being the owner, sila din ang in-insure namin. So how can you say no to the owner? Kasi sabi ko, pag hindi natin binayaran yan, magalit yung may-ari. The next day, wala na tayong trabaho. Because there is a venue, there is a forum where they can ventilate kung ano yung kanilang mga reklamo, because we conduct every year an assembly. So dyan sa assembly, you will know already kung ano ang magiging record mo, because you will be questioned by the owners, because we make a report to the owners every year yan. So for the last 45 years, hindi pa kami nagkaroon ng serious debate na hindi accusation na hindi nagbayad ang clients ng claims. So that is presently for the record na we can say ang officers, we have our vice chairman here of clients, Major General Yanto, and they can attest na talagang ang client, pag client na-insure ka sa client, siguradong babayaran ka. That's why that single event ng Yolanda, that was the time when people realized, especially in the marginalized sector, na dapat pala magpa-enroll tayo. Kaya yung kuha na yun, that event, yun na nagkatapult ng clients na makilala siya not only in the Philippines but all over the world because of that also. And we are also considered as one of the leading micro insurance provider not only in the Philippines but in Southeast Asia. So yun ang aming record.
Thank you po.
Good evening, sirs. Congratulations po. Madami po kayo matutulungan dito sa product. I have a question po. Alam po natin na marami pang ibang life plan or pre-need plans na nag-existing dito sa Pilipinas. Ano po yung plans nyo para, kumbaga, to make yourself different from the other providers in the market right now? How do you plan to differentiate yourself? And meron po ba kayong specific target market? Like, alam niyo po yung mga age namin, nagiging mas conscious na pagdating sa financial literacy. So, meron po ba kayong mga ganong campaign? Kahit sino po sa panel pwede pong sumagot. Thank you.
Yung unang market talaga dito is the cooperatives. So, kasi nandoon rin kami sa clients marami, we have around 4,000, more than 4,000 cooperatives nationwide. Dito sa Manila, like Nobalisi Cooperative, ACDI, especially yung ECDI, then employees co-op, marami. I don't know. So, yun ang talagang target market. But we are also into associations, federations, kasi halimbawa mayroong mga associations, then we also tapping up a organization na gusto rin sila magka-income through selling of insurance. Kasi ang clients kasi meron kaming live, non-live, meron rin tayong pre-need ngayon. So maganda kasing start-up na that organization, pag gusto nila ng additional income, they can also partner with us an agency. Kasi welcome yung mga agents sa marginalized sector. Yun kasi ang pinakamadaling network natin na we can spread right away, compared to individual selling. So, like 70% of that is the cooperative sector, then 30% will be the through agency, yung traditional network of insurance na mag-recruit ka, then mayroon kang individual persons that will sell to the different walks of life. So, ang age naman natin sa requirement compared with others, pwede yung exit age kasi natin is within 65, pero I don't want to I don't know if there's a provisions ba dito na kasi ang product kasi hindi pa siya tapos, baka may changes, then malagay natin sa press na halimbawa 500, sabi ng IC hindi pala pwede yung 500, kaya nga pero binigyan na rin namin kayo na ito yung parang ballpark na price, more or less, and we are also planning to come up with a micro pre-need product. So ibig sabihin doon, focus talaga siya sa low income, na pwede siyang bilhin nila para meron naman silang plan in the future, Kasi pag ang basic kasi ngayon, pag wala kang plan, at the end of the day, pag may nangyari, so what will happen? The family left behind will suffer hindi lang naman yan kasi nawala siya but may expenses, may economic loss kasi. So yun ang i-prepare natin, Lalo na ngayon, taas na yung literacy ng mga Pilipino because of the calamities that we have every year. Yung climate change na issue na parang na siya normal na siya So the new normal, yung Cagayan de Oro hindi binabaha, pero after that yung Sindong, in Davao naman, then ito naman sa Metro Manila, lalo na dito sa Metro Manila. So pag wala kang plan, so ibig sabihin doon, what will happen to you? So talagang yung consciousness ngayon ng mga Filipino on insurance, yung yung social protection program, nandoon na. Kaya lang yung access ngayon. So through cooperatives, through associations, through federations, doon kami mag-network. Kasi madali lang kasi doon eh. Yun kasi ang strategy ng marketing sa climbs. Inunahan ko na kayo, no? So, yung ibang insurance companies kasi or the pre-need, nagtatayo pa sila ng nag-set up pa sila ng mga individual agents nila, yung agency nila. Ang climbs kasi, looking into the network of 4,000 co-ops nationwide, halimbawa, mag-concentrate lang tayo ng 20% of that will sell insurance. Kasi allowed kasi sa kanila na bibintahan nila yung mga members rin nila kasi may-ari rin yun sa cooperative. So talagang network talaga. So ito yung nakikita natin na blue ocean strategy na we can now, or the other way around also, we can also bundle the product. Halimbawa, may isang person bibili ng isang life insurance, may non-life insurance. Ang clients din, meron rin tayong mutual fund eh. So, bibili rin siya ng mutual insurance. A mutual fund, no? Bibili rin siya ng pre-need, iba-iba yung policy. So, may access sila kaagad ngayon sa ganitong mga klaseng produkto. Lalo na sa provinces, no? Like the mutual fund. Hindi yan sa kanila doon sa province. I also came from the province, no, in Cagayan de Oro. Walang access talaga eh. So ito ngayon yung venue. Kaya nga, we come up with, we want to complete the lines of the business of climbs into life, non-life, pre-need para isa na, no? 4 within the umbrella or the regulation of the Insurance Commission. Para naman, kumplito na rin yung financial protection, ng financial planning sa isang member or the ordinary people. Ganon. Yes, sir.
I'd like to add na one of the things that we'll be looking for in a new company, a new firm, is ano ba distinctiveness nito. So one of the things that we're looking into is how to minimize yung pains, yung mga pain points. Ang pain points sa pre-need is lapsing. Na mismo na 1, 2, 3 kasi nandun yan sa mga 5 traits. If you miss that, quits, forfeited na. So, that's why we'll be working kasi I come from the cooperative sector. We're working with cooperatives, organizations, associations, mga federations, like yung sa locality nyo. So that sasaluin ng and then it could be assigned or the cooperative will take care of the continuation of the monthly premium payments. Kasi marami dyan na you heard so many stories. Naku, naka 3 years na ako na pan. So of course there's also in the value mga pan. Pero nawawala yung protection mo at saka peace of mind. So this is one of the things that we will look into on how through cooperatives, associations, federations, you can avoid this. So that's one of the things na gusto namin i-highlight. Yes, ma'am.
You said kasi po iko-cover ng cooperative if in case they won't be able to pay. So paano po mangyayari nun? Magbabayad yung cooperative and then babayaran na, like for example ako, bayaran ko na lang sa inyo eventually if I have the money na or wala na talaga siya.
That's also one kasi sa cooperatives you have we have a lending facility, so that's basically one of the things that we can look into. There are some segments that you will lose out, like the insurance. May mga bundled na hindi na kasi individual yun yung original na cover noon. So there are things that you will lose out, but the policy itself runs through its full course. So kaya yun sa facility na available sa cooperatives. Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so good evening everyone. So my name is Angela. So I'm a financial literacy advocate. So technically I'm just gonna ask our chairman here. So because I'm one of the products of a multi-purpose cooperative, so my mom actually been there, done that, this situation. I can say that it is good. It kind of helped in any way, but somehow the paying part is the painful part of it. So I just want to ask if how will make our consumers, these cooperatives can help our consumers pay in a easy and a peace of mind way. Kasi most of the time it will become a painful part kasi because of the interest and some of that. And since this pre-life plan or pre-need plan, how can we assure that people can still acclaim or still have that financial freedom through these projects?
Yeah, yung sabi nga ni Vice Chair here na more or less, kasi as all of us notice here, yung sometimes pag nagbayad tayo ng premium and 1 year lang na lapse tayo, na forfeited, that's a problem there. That's why what Chairman here, with the cooperative member, the cooperative will make sure that at least mapahiram in some way because there's also a loan package na pwedeng pahiram. So hindi maaksaya yung product line. No? So it can still continue. Kasi pinaghirapan yung pera. Remember, nagbayad nga pagkatapos following year, nahirapan ng konti kasi may financial problem ang family. So with this, yung ang pinag-uusapan when we had a board meeting this afternoon, how do we give protection also sa hard-earned money na naibayad at naputo lang sandali kasi wala ang means talaga that time. And gusto ngang i-continue, wala namang maibigay na pera. So that's the thing that we're trying to work out to give protection to the less fortunate people in life para makabail naman sila ng decent buyan. No?
Additional question for the Insurance Commission. So technically, because you said, Mr. Noel told us that the insurance is availed through co-ops. Am I correct? So are they the ones who are going to sell the insurance? The co-ops, the ones who are in the co-ops, sir? I just want to clarify.
Okay, we have a system in Climbs kasi ang Climbs kasi is an insurance cooperative. Ang part owner ng Climbs are the co-ops. So we have also a distribution channel, tawag namin ito, na Co-op Assurance Center, na yung mga cooperative, they sell insurance to their co-op members. So they earn income also through the commissions. So part na ito ng produkto nila. Pero kailangan namin silang i-orient, i-license namin sa IC. Same thing that we did also.
Yes, the licensing part. Because I believe that the ones who are in the insurance companies are only allowed to sell insurance. So how can you be sure that these people, that the co-op people, kasi the way I see some of the co-ops are ordinary people. So how are you going to orient them, train them to become a licensed one? And for the second question for the insurance commissioner, sir, how are you going to make sure that the quality of the insurer or the insurance advisors from this company will be more than just the numbers are qualified enough, or the quality itself is legitimate? Thank you.
Okay. Firstly, let me mention that I have all my deputy commissioners present here. Let me introduce them to you. We have Deputy Commissioner Bong Florendo of the Financial Group. We have Deputy Commissioner Dorothy Kalimag of the Management Services Group. And we have Deputy Commissioner Randy Escolango of the Legal Services Group. We have Attorney J.P. Rojas of the Microinsurance Division. Now, their presence here tonight and my presence here affirms the full support of government to this endeavor, to this joint venture. Now, we are supporting this because we have two business leaders joining together in a joint venture to form a synergy to provide this service to our fellow Filipinos. And we really laud this endeavor. The Insurance Commission believes in the sincerity of these two leaders, business leaders in the industry. Now, regarding your question, microinsurance is an advocacy, one of the advocacies of the Insurance Commission. And we issue regulations regularly, and one of the rules that we recently issued is the regulation of intermediaries, the agents and brokers involved in microinsurance. The objective is to make sure that you talk to agents and brokers on a professional level. Not only that, we go around the country regularly to preach to all Filipinos the importance of microfinance, of microinsurance. We train, we make sure that the agents that deals with the public are well trained. You know, the number one mission of the Insurance Commission is to protect the plan holders. Sa insurance naman, it is to protect the policy holders. Sa agent mo, it is to protect the members of the health maintenance organizations. So we exert all this effort to make sure that these endeavors will be successful and everyone will benefit. So there is nothing to fear if the Insurance Commission gives it its full weight and support, because we make sure that all the players behave in a professional level. Thank you.
Hi, good evening po. I'm Jinky O'Malley of LiveLifeFullest.com, and one of my advocates is wrote about risk and preparedness. For Cosmopolitan Funeral Homes that you offered, ano po ba siya? Offered na po ba siya nationwide?
Yeah, once the Insurance Commission approve of this, because we're going to submit it to the Insurance Commission for approval, then it's going to be nationwide.
Nationwide na po.
And protected also nationwide.
Okay. For the meantime po, sa ano lang po, province?
No, it's nationwide.
Nationwide.
The
Okay
approach
po.
will be nationwide.
Okay. If yes, ano po yung package na ma-offer po ng funeral ano po? Yung pinaka-least na package, and then ballpark figure for the investment po nung
Right now, so that at least we can accommodate alam naman natin siguro na si President Duterte has also approved yung sa SSS na death benefit ngayon to 30,000 from 25,000. So we're creating a package for that na more or less ma-avail ng Filipino people. That's why we're working it out also with the SSS, GIS, IS to make sure that at least we can give an affordable rate for funerals all over the Philippines.
Okay. Investment po in terms of ano po? More or less po. For example, if I want to avail it for my future. Get? Anyway, so...
Yeah. No, yung product line na yun, yung nga inaanon, wino-work out natin, we don't like to preempt first the price prior to the approval of the Insurance Commission.
Okay.
That's why tomorrow we're going to submit this to the Insurance Commission for proper approval so that we can start it the soonest. Kung ma-approve nila next week, then we're going to sell it next week nationwide. In fact, what we're even planning here, not only for the Philippines, but all throughout the world. No? Because our partners here has offices also, not only in the Philippines, but all throughout the world. Because we understand that there are lots of Filipino overseas workers who they can avail for their loved ones in the Philippines. So we will make sure. In fact, we have an alliance because I'm the president also of the Philippine Mortuary Association. We're having an alliance now with the different mortuaries all over Asia to make sure that at least Filipino workers there, vice versa, Australian, Singaporean, Malaysian, Chinese, Taiwanese, if there are Filipinos both ways, we can serve this and at least make sure we have a cooperation with each other.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Naman po.
I have a question for Mr. Chairman. Sir, you mentioned earlier that Clients is one of the leading microinsurance in Southeast Asia. Do we have the figures to back up that claim? How many plan holders in
clients? Sa clients?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Gonzalez can answer that. How many plan holders or holders?
Right now, ang claims has about more or less 3.5 million insured bodies. Meaning, when we organize plan, the mandate was to provide cheap, I would say, yung murang policies para sa mga miyembro. So, true to that, hanggang ngayon, we were able to maintain that. And as I have said, we are the leading micro-insurance provider for the cooperative sector. And if you relate that with an average family members of 5, we have 3.5 million. That would translate to almost 16 million Filipinos. Kasi sa member ng pamilya, kung may kwan yan, kanyo nagpang. Because I can remember si Commissioner Malinis, sabi niya, when we applied for a license para magiging insurance, sabi niya, you can help the insurance attain yung 2020 vision. Meaning, ibig sabihin sabi niya, what I mean by 2020 vision is we can enroll 20 million Filipinos by 2020. Ngayon is 2017. And I think, if I am right, ang enrolled na, all Filipinos, ang enrolled is almost 30 million. I do not know the figure, but I think it approximates already 30 million. So the 2020 vision was already achieved. And much of that, ang contributor dyan ay itong mga micro-insurance policies because ordinary Filipinos can now afford to buy insurance policies. Yun ang kuwanan. One more thing na sabi nga natin na yung protection is very, very important as much as possible. If we can give 100% sa Filipinos who can buy insurance products, then how do you do that? That is why ang ngayon ginagawa natin is meron na tayong tinatawag na micro-insurance for the ordinary or for what term, ayaw ko gusto sanang gamitin yung term na marginalized sector. Gusto lang natin na all Filipinos can avail sa insurance because it is very important para ma-attain din nila yung kanilang financial freedom. Pag namatay, meron kang pera. Pag may catastrophe, meron kang pera na just like example yung sinabi ko kanina, sa Yolanda alone, you can already imagine kung ano ang damage na nagawa noon. But we were able to contribute something para ma-alleviate naman yung kanilang misery, yung kanilang problema na nawala yung kanilang mga bahay. So these are the things maybe that all of us should really work hard na we can achieve this. Na sabihin lang natin 60%, if we can enroll 60% of the Filipinos, and how many Filipinos do we have now? It's already 104 million Filipinos. If we can get 60% of that, malaking bagay na yan. So hindi na tayo talaga masabi na kawawa pagdating ng mga calamities, yung mga catastrophes, and the Philippines, you name it, we have it. Because sabi nga nila, we are within the ring of fire. Ring of fire. So, bagyo, lindol, volcanic eruption, lahat andito na. So, these are the things maybe that we can, the insurance can also help mitigate yung makuan lang natin yung mga panayan. So, I think we have a very big role to play dito. So, lalo na providing services, protection services to the ordinary Filipinos. Kasi ang problema Itong mga tao nito, they cannot really, ang sustainability nito ay problema. No? You can buy a policy now, but can you continue up to the time that ma-stop mo yung payment? To complete the payment sa term. Hindi kaya yan. So, in the cooperative sector, sinabi that has been already articulated very much, na ang co-op, may kami tinatawag na there is an insurance window within the co-op. Para yung mga members na walang cash na bayad sa premium, doon siya uutang ng 300 pesos, utang siya ng 300 pesos, bili siya ng policy, pagkatapos yung nagbili ng policy, because he is a member of the co-op, hulug-hulugan lang niya yung 100, siguro 10 pesos a month for 1 year, 120, alam mo po na, or 500 pesos, or just to pay the policy, para wala na ang problema, para ma-prevent natin yung mga lapsing ng mga kwan. So these are the things that we have been doing para kwan. That is why there are now majority, ang population ng Pilipinas, if you talk about cooperative members, is about 14 million. Now we have about almost 4 million insured. How many percent? What is the penetration? That's more than 24% penetration na sa kwan. Sabi nga namin, if we can get 50% sa co-op enrolling, buying our products, pwede na siya, because when the clients was started, the first question asked was, if a member dies, and if you are a prominent member of the organization, yung abuloy malaki piso. Pag ang ordinary member, yung pinakamaliit na member, ang abuloy 20 centimos lang. So sabi ng mga leaders, where is justice and where is fairness in this? So how do we solve this? That's why yung clients na kanya, because of that problema. Ngayon, sabi na fix na lahat. Kasi sabi, policy ko 5,000, lahat 5,000. Pag namatay, lahat 5,000. Pero kung wala kang insurance, pag namatay, wala kang 5,000, you rely on the abuloy. Sa abuloy naman, not everybody will give you the same amount. Depende sa standing mo sa organization. If you are more prominent, malaki ang abuloy. Baliktad, dapat sana, yung pinaka-pobre, yun ang malaki abuloy, di ba? Yung may kaya, kunti lang yun kasi may kaya yan. So I think these are the things na talaga, so that gives birth sa organization ng clients as a vision ng aming mga leaders. Itong gagawin natin so that we can exercise yung sinasabi natin na justice, equality, and fairness sa lahat ng mga members. So yun ang nangyari. So ngayon, we are now at this stage, meron na rin tayong funeral life plan. And what is the purpose of this? To also give dignity to the co-op members at the time of his death. Kasi kung wala siyang pera, you know, dying is very expensive nowadays. No, lalo na pag nagpunta ka sa hindi ka tatanggapin ng at least, kaya sa atin, sabi natin, at least 30,000 ang you can get a decent service. But how do you pay 30,000 kung wala ka kuwan? That is why we have to provide itong life plan. That ang benchmark is yung kuwan mo, 30,000. But if you have the money, you can buy as many units as you want. Siguro ang maging policy mo, maging 1 million or 500,000. Depende na yan sa iyo. But the basic foundation is dapat lahat meron yan para pagdating ng oras na yan, sigurado siya na hindi naman siya kawawa. So that was really the idea, that was the motivating factor why we have to complete the services. Kaya andito na ito ngayong life plan para makomplete na yung vision ng aming mga leaders.
Okay, thank you, sir. Last question for Sir Noel. Sir Noel, if you want to avail a plan, where do we start?
We are planning to submit this product tomorrow. And after that, our timeline is within this October. So baka by January we will launch now the product. So,
Thank you, sir.
Sir, for Commissioner, you mentioned earlier kanina na you have the full support together with the government, with the company. Sir, my question is, sir, gaano ba kahirap or kahigpit yung process nung pag-approve ng license for insurance? And, sir, can you ease the process to allow more competition na pumasok sa market?
Well, you know, there are a number of requirements. By the way, Attorney Roas, you heard that they will submit tomorrow. So I'm instructing you to expedite, to assist with actuarial or regulation to have this expedited. They're planning to launch in January. And of course, wala masyadong trabaho pag December. Kaya tapusin nyo na by this month. Tapos, well, sa pre-need naman kasi, ang number one na hurdle dyan is yung capitalization requirement. We have 25, 50, 75 million for the regular. Sa insurance naman, it's much higher. You set up a new company, it's 1 billion. And then of course the licensing division will look at the resume of all the directors. Meron kami tinatawag na yung fit and proper as part of the corporate governance scheme. You look at the standing of the board of directors, the proposed managers. If basically hahanapin yan yung trustworthiness. If anyone has been convicted or is determined to be, you cannot trust them, then they have no business joining any of those entities that we regulate. Insurance, credit, HMOs. So we make sure that everyone who participates in this kind of business can be trusted. So basically those are the things that any applicant would have to hurdle: the financial capacity, the trustworthiness. Those are very important.
Do we have any other questions? Alright, there's no other question. Thank you very much, everyone. So to formally close our program, I now call on the Vice Chairperson of Cosmopolitan Clients Life Plan Incorporated, retired Major General Gilbert Esliante, sir.
Good evening.